Welcome to the V. Terrell Hill Show. Thank you so much for joining this special edition of the show where we're going to talk about hope and 3 reasons why you should not lose hope and the importance of hope. It's the bedrock, if you ask me, of anything. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. So I tell a lot of people that you cannot even have faith if you don't have hope. And we're going to talk about all of that and more when I return. Be right back. And welcome to the V. Terrell Hill Show. I come live every single day. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified when I come live because I come anytime after 5 o'clock. So hit the bell to be notified. If you find value in this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Now, I have an email link, an email community link in the video description box. Click that link. Put your name and email because the information that you're going to receive today, I send out at least once a week to my email community. So click the link in the box. If you make it to the end of this video, I have a free offer that I'm going to give you. As well, you can follow me on all social media at V. Terrell Hill. How you doing, Bernard Holman? Hope you're well, man. And I'm speaking Bernard Holman because I read the comments on YouTube. So if you're watching this on Facebook or Twitter and you want me to read your comments live, you have to come to YouTube. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Oftentimes on the show, I don't report on anything that's current pop culture. I take a step back and do a conscious spiritual check. Make sure that those are watching the show, that you're still intact, that you're still on the road, on the route that you choose to be, that you're still pushing forward and not being detoured because of bad times, because of bad circumstances, because of bad hand was dealt to you. So today is one of those days where I won't be talking about any hot topics besides the hot topic of hope. It's one of the most important weapons that you can have in your spiritual weaponry bag to manifest the life you want. And a lot of people, we put emphasis on love, we put emphasis on faith, but we don't talk about hope enough. So let's talk about hope, and let's start with the definition of hope. It's a feeling or expectation for a certain thing to happen. That is simple hope. A feeling or expectation for a certain thing to happen. A feeling or an expectation for a certain thing to happen. I'm going to say it one more time. It's a feeling or an expectation for a certain thing to happen. Which says to me, hope is not easy. To keep your hope means that you have to manage your feelings. You have to manage your emotions, which means you have to manage your thoughts. Because your thoughts fuel your emotions, which fuels your feelings. Okay, are you understanding why hope is important now? Because your thoughts fuel your emotions, which fuels your feelings. And so you have to go all the way back and work yourself back to how am I thinking and how am I feeling? How am I managing my emotions? Today did not work like or didn't go the way I thought it would go, but how do I feel about that? See, when you focus on making sure you keep your hope alive, it also means focusing on you, where you just can't just go through life not paying attention to you. You want to know, here's a test that you can use on yourself and others. Ask someone this question and I can tell you how well they're managing their hope. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? All right, I'm not done. How do you know when you're happy? How can you tell when you're sad? And if you can answer that quickly, and substantially, then you are a candidate for being able to manage your hope. But if you don't know how to discern your own happiness or your own sadness, I'll give you an example. There are some people who they feel sad. They don't even know why. I just feel, I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know why I feel so sad. They're not connected to their feelings. They just go off. Oh, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this. So yesterday, I went to go get my beard shaped up, right? And then I thought, oh, I want to go get me something to eat. And I said, after that, I'm going to get me a massage. And then I realized that, Vince, you've gotten triggered. And so hold on. Why would getting something to eat and get a massage mean you're triggered? Well, I know that about myself because out of nowhere, this rush of thoughts on things I can do to make me feel better. Now, let me tell you the mistake I made. When I noticed that I had got into this triggered mode, because I had a really emotional week this week, and when I noticed that that was manifesting through trying to find things to do to spend money and make me feel good, because that's how I handle my triggers, and I was like, no, I will not feed this by this. Go home, make you something to eat, da. But the mistake I made, even though it was good that I discerned that, was I did not follow up on myself to figure out how I could serve myself because I was uneasy. So you know how that manifested? I went to bed early but stayed up all night. And it was around about 3 a.m. when I realized, man, I did good in one area because I didn't give into that desire to medicate myself with a massage and a nice meal from a restaurant and spending money, because spending money helps me medicate. So I saved my money. I made the right decisions here, but then I did not follow up with myself. And so I probably didn't go to bed at 4 a.m. because when I get triggered, if I don't appease myself, my sleep goes away. So you have to be able to understand yourself and discern yourself if you want to be a person of hope. And Bernard Holman on YouTube says, that's a good question. It's a really good question. Oh, Lord, hold on for a second, y'all. What happened? Oh, I didn't realize my screen was black. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Give me 1 second. Listen, I was so lost, I wasn't even paying attention. Hold on, back. I need this to replay, loop. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. All right, let's try that again. Okay, Bernard Holman says, I understand because my ease of mind is to spend. Correct. And that's my ease of mind, that when I get into a certain space, I want to, and it's funny how it works, because for me, I'll find even stuff I need or I'm going to need. Let's just say I'm running out of toilet paper and I know I'm going to go shopping next week. I'll even go to Kroger and buy toilet paper that I know I don't need now because it's on my list for next week, as long as I can just get that money. Because now the reality is, I think a lot of times, and I'm going to get back on hope, with our triggers, a lot of times I think our body calls for things that make us feel like we're back in control. And so to be able to spend the money how we want to gives us a level of power and control that whatever anxiety or triggering is going on, that thing is taking away our control. And so the thing is, now I believe there are times that some triggers you can give into, but the thing is, when you're triggered, when you realize you're being triggered and you're acting in that kind of impulse, to give yourself security, not always give yourself the thing that comes to mind. And that takes a lot of effort and a lot of mental and emotional energy. But if you want the bedrock to manifestation, hope, You have to be willing to do it. Number one, three reasons why you should not lose your hope. Number one, there's always a chance for change and improvement. Even in the darkest of situations, let me tell you, there's always the possibility for things to get better. Say that to yourself. There is always the possibility for things to get better. And when you lose your hope, you lose that proper reasoning in your mind that says, God, this sucks right now. But there's always the chance that it won't stay like this. But you need your feelings for that. You need to be able to lift yourself up with your feelings and be like, there's sometimes right before I go live, I'm exhausted. And y'all should see I shimmy and it's like, I'm an influencer. I'm an influencer. And I feel that energy lift. That is stirring up your hope. So a reason why you should not give up is because there is always a chance. I can't guarantee it. I can't promise you. But there is a high chance, a high probability that it's going to get better from here. Oh, that sounds mighty good to me. There is a high probability. Is this 9 times out of 10, it's not going to stay like this. It's going to get better. When it's all said and done, it's going to work out in our favor. And you have to convince yourself of that so that your feelings testify of your affirmations. See, people just like to do mantras and say, oh, I'm affirming, I'm declaring, I'm manifesting. And the words that come out of your mouth are positive, but your thoughts, your emotions, and your feelings are negative. Trust me, those words are only coming out of your mouth. They're not coming out of your heart. See, before you speak, you should come into alignment to the words you will say, unless the words you're speaking is calling yourself into alignment. Other than that, you're just talking, just blah, 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 blah. Watch a person that is going through transition. They're going to get quiet. Watch a person that's doing the work of the soul. They're not going to have a lot of words to say. Because some things are only done internally. By the time they start talking and sharing vision of what is to come, it has already happened in them already. My soul just leaped. My spirit just leaped at that. By the time it comes out of their mouth, by the time it comes out of our mouths, it should have already been manifested in us already. How? Hope. Whew. Golly molly. Number 2, losing hope can lead to negative consequences, such as depression and loss of motivation. Maintaining hope can help to keep you motivated and focused on finding solutions to your problems. So I've made this covenant with myself to come live every day. And y'all, sometimes I hit these bursts and my videos get like back to back to back 2.6 thousand views. And then it'll drop to 16 and 13 and 12 and sometimes 5 views. But the hope in me says, get in front of that camera because today, let me tell you, today could be the day. And that's why you have to have hope so you can stay motivated, because God forbid you put all this work in and then you start being lackluster and then your time comes. And the thing that everybody sees about you is less than excellence. So every day of your life, you got to show up regardless of what may happen, knowing that today might be the day that what I dream about might come to pass. Today might be the day I find that loved one, that lover, that partner I've been looking for. Today might be the day I get that money-making idea, or I get that opportunity to share my thoughts and my mind to the CEO. So hope keeps you ready for the thing you're dreaming about. Sheesh. Woo. Hope keeps you ready for the thing you're dreaming about. Now, if you're watching this, one of the main reasons another reason why I decided to do this show today is because I have an email community. And I don't teach like this on this platform all the time. But I'm going to start releasing videos and emails like this at least once a week in that email community. And that link is in the description box of YouTube and Facebook. Click it, put your name and email address in there. And if you stay to the end of this, I got a special gift I want to give you. But I'm telling you, hope keeps you ready for your any day now. While you're waiting on that proper manifestation, be working on perfecting yourself. And how you do that, you keep your feelings up. You keep your expectations up. Because any moment it can happen. Some of you have an idea or a goal that you want to accomplish. Why should you start now? Because at the moment you start, every frame after that moment, see, a frame in the video world is less than a second. See, there's 30 frames to get to a second and 60 seconds to get to a minute. So frames are like these millisecond kind of thingies. Every frame after you start could be the frame that changes your life. You cannot give up, y'all. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Keep your hope, because it can happen at any moment. God almighty, Jesus Christ. Number 3. And remember, there's a link inside of my video description. Click that link, put your name and email address in there, and join my email community, because I'm going to be talking just like this. And I got a lot going on, so it's going to take me a little while. But when I get in the flow, it's my expectation to do 3 to 5 times a week of just pumping you with this stuff until your entire life shifts. Why are you doing this, V. Terrell Hill? Why? Because God called me to do it. That's why. And it's free. Anyway, number 3. Now, this is important. There are often people, resources, and support systems available to help you through difficult times. Reaching out for help and support can make a significant difference in your ability to cope with and overcome challenges. Listen, it's not that hard. You just need a community. And let me say this. There's somebody going to watch this. Your heart has been broken so much that you have become an island unto yourself. And I am telling you, your hope needs a community. And we don't talk like that a lot because it's this kind of, I don't need nobody. Blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you this, your hope needs a community. Because in and of myself, I am not a perfect man. And the parts of me that are less than, there is somebody around me that can make up that part. Why does your hope need community? Because every once in a while, you need someone to look at you and say to you, you're doing a good job. to help increase your feeling. No. Don't you fall into that trap. No, I don't need no compliment. I don't need anyone to encourage me. No, you need every once in a while somebody to look you in your face and say, you're almost there. And where do you get that from? Your community. Say this with me. My hope needs community. But the only way to truly get community is to open up your heart again. Let me tell y'all this. You feel blocked because you are blocked. You feel blocked because something so egregious and negative and dark happened to you. You closed your heart. And your heart is restricted. God can't even download to you the magnitude of his dream for you because you closed your heart. And that pain is choking your hope. And now you are in a vicious cycle because the only thing you're manifesting is let down and hurt and let down and hurt because you cannot grasp a hold of the amount of hope you need because the pain got you and your hope in a chokehold. My brothers and my sisters that's looking at this video now and will look at this video later, hope. But you got to heal. And you got to be okay with loving again. And you got to be okay with trusting again. And I'm talking to me too. Because something happened to me this week that emotionally disturbed me. Why did it emotionally disturb me? Because I thought I had dealt with it, but I didn't deal with it. I put it in a box and put it on top of the closet. But thank God for the winds of the universe that sent a situation my way that forced me to open up that box. And all of this hurt and pain and emotions came out. And as I am having this spiritual experience of release, I'm looking at myself objectively saying, how in the world have I carried all of this long? I see why it's been so hard to get things going how I wanted to get it going, because the strength that I should be using to manifest and to build and create, I'm using to carry around these boulders of pain from my past. See, hope is for graduates. Hope is for those of the mature. Because you have to do the work of the soul. You have to go deep in the darkness of your being and feel things that you don't want to feel and see things you don't want to see and hear and accept and embrace truths you don't want to. Why? Not for suffering, because this is weird. There's this weird soul tie with suffering when it comes to people, as if suffering is the la creme of the crop. It's not about suffering so you can feel pain. It's about going through it so you can rid yourself of it, so that you have the freedom of expression, the space to wake up and stretch and grow and create and manifest. But you're bound by your hurt. You're bound by your past, and it's keeping you from hope, thereby keeping you from faith. Faith only attaches itself to hope. So you say, okay, how do you know it's going to happen? Well, I feel it. I have the expectation that it's going to happen. That's hope. Well, feeling alone don't do it. It don't. But guess what? I've attached to these feelings faith. What is faith? Faith is the substance. It's the immaterial part, or it is the avenue that takes the immaterial of what I am hoping for or feeling about and turns it into material. So if I do not have hope, I cannot obtain faith. There's nothing to attach faith to. But if I gather my feelings and gather my emotions and gather my thoughts and align myself to my dream, and then I say, hey, faith, komm aus her bitte. In German for come here, please. I've done my part. Now go to the womb of the universe where these feelings are going and seeding my land and create a harvest and bring it to me. Why? Because I've been feeling like that's what I deserve. All right, I'm done because I'm lost in this and I need to stop. How long have I been up here? 26 minutes. I feel like I've been up here an hour. At any rate, this video is going to hit 1 million views because the world needs to know it's time to hope again. And that's all I got. Now, listen, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. And I hope that you have, I hope that you have found value in this video. And if you have, I need you to do me a favor. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. This is just a taste of what I'm going to be giving my email community. And the only thing you have to do to join that community is click the link and put your name and email address in the information box. You're going to get a confirmation email from me. If you don't get it, check your spam because it might go there. And then you're going to be signed up to receive this kind of teaching and download every single week. When you going to stop? Until the world changes. All right? Also, for those of you who's hanging there, here's my free gift to you. I want to offer you a one-on-one where we can have a more in-depth conversation, a more customized conversation to you and your life about hope. It's free for 30 minutes, and all you got to do is email me at info@vterrellhill.com and put in the subject line, free consultation. Now that information is in the video description box, and I'm telling you that because my name is spelled T-E-R-R-I-L-L. So it's VTERRILLHILL.com. But don't have to worry about it. Look in the video description box. Email me and put free consultation. I'll send you a link. You set the appointment. And for 30 minutes, I was talking generally today. And if you have been blessed, moved, empowered, inspired by this general conversation, imagine how much more you're going to receive when it's customized just for you. You need this. Your heart needs it. Your soul needs it. Your mind's crying out for it. And it's free. And all you got to do is email me at info@vterrellhill.com and put in the subject line, free consultation. All right, y'all, I'm up out of this piece. I will see y'all tomorrow. All right? I will be back to our regular scheduled program. Click the bell to be notified when I go live. And as well, please like, share, subscribe, and comment so that you can know when I go live, because I'm liable to go live anytime after 5. Y'all be blessed. Bye.